Lifelong yeah,
Yeah,
teacher only. So very good to have been here and very happy to see few of my familiar faces here, my wonderful teachers here with the smiling. Few of them I could see that they're traveling and then also they have joined and all. So it's always feel good to see all community from where I belong. So it's very good. And yes, I'll make sure that today's session, whatever we are going to have, it will be very fruitful because 2024 started. One more year we have completed. But this year, I feel that we all, as a teacher, when we are going ahead, so end of the year, we should have some outcome where we could say that yes, I'm a very successful teacher. So this should be our outcome of this year. For that only, we are today here.
definitely. I'm still in the process of admitting and sharing the screen, ma'am. Yeah. Can you confirm me once if my screen is visible? I'm trying to share. Yeah, my screen is visible, right?
Yeah, yeah, madam.
Okay.
So today topic we could see that it's all about 2024 secret for thriving teachers. So thriving means we all could understand success and all how. So this year I request everyone if few of the point you all can add also, it will be very fruitful for us. Might be you are aware about that, but what happens when we note down the thing? So somehow we are inviting to the universe to just work for that. So this topic which we will today just go a little bit in deeper and on and very simple way in a very practical way so that end of the year you could feel that yes, I could see myself as a very successful teacher. So we will just go ahead with that. Madam, can you have the next slide? Anyhow, I don't want to talk about that. Many of you are aware about that. I feel that I always feel happy to speak about myself. I'm a teacher and let me to be a teacher, not any other this designation and all whatever I have got so far. It's all with the love of the parents, my wonderful teachers and the society and the community. Because my success, I always believe that it's not my alone. Everyone has given lot of love and lot of participation whatever I have done in my life. So thanks to every one of you for adding so many feather. So right now I feel that it's my responsibility to make many teachers, many educators to be in that place where you could just groom so many lives. So because of that only today's session is. So we will just move to the topic. So this is what today we are going to discuss. It's all about the practical tips. Generally, we face a lot of challenge, and after the pandemic, we all have seen so many changes. We have seen because right now the parents also, if you see that it's not like the earlier, you all could feel lot of challenge, everyday challenges. Earlier the days was completely different. It was kind of traditional learning. It was kind of a regular pattern which we were following. If we have once planned the lesson plan, it was enough for us. We can just go with the 2 3 years with the same lesson plan. But nowadays, if you could see that if today you have planned any lesson plan, might be next day it won't be working out for you. The reason is why it's all about the 21st century, the demand of the 21st century. And especially after the pandemic, things has been changed wonderfully. So here, how a teacher has to implement, what are the practical tips she has to carry in her class, not even in her class, even in her daily life. On that we will be talking. That's the reason topic is strategies for the thriving teachers to adapt a new change in her education. With that only we will go in a deeper way. For that, if we will understand like morning to evening, maximum of us, we somehow we are a mother, somehow we are, obviously we could say that we all are a family woman or any one of us, we have our family and when we have to balance with the work. So how you have managed your time, That's very, very, very important. See, if any one of us, if we'll see that any big example today, if any successful person, they are very expert only in one thing, and that is they know how to use their time. So time management is very, very important. So that also, how to just define your time management, that we will just check in the next slide, so that you could understand whether am I following these four tools or not. See, if you could see that effective time management here. So I have just defined into the four step. You just make a list of that. Am I really? Because it's not only for the teacher. I feel that even the student also sometimes works as a teacher. Parents also working as a teacher. Any one of us, every time we need to check, am I just following these four tools or not? In that, the first thing is very important. This how we are defining our task, and the second thing is, are whatever the task and goal is really realistic, and what about the time blocking, and the fourth thing which is very important, if you wanted to do other three things, so how about your meetings and all. In that, all these four things we will understand in little bit deeper way in my next slide. So first of all is very important for every one of, like in our life we will be always seeing that you were doing some work, all of a sudden some work has been given, might be in your work life, might be at home, you might be doing some like correction or any work. Suddenly you understood that this is a very urgency for me, my family wants me, I should involve in certain work and all. Sometimes you are engaged with your family, but suddenly your management or the work has demanded some work from you. So it means all of a sudden we get lot of work and all, and that time we feel that yes, right now I'm burnout, I cannot do and all. So what, why it's happening, that we need to figure out. So it means we have to prioritize our task. It means what the priority of your life, that is very, very important. It means what is your to do list. So when we are talking about the to do list, you cannot do the to do list if you don't have the planner. Supposed to be, how if this already January month is right now it's over. So 1 month out of 12 months is over. Right now we have 11 months. So have you done 11 12 months of planning? It means January month, what is your target? February month, what is your target? March month, what is your target? So, first of all, do you have at least 12 goals? If not 12 goals, I could say the six or five goals for this year. Like, as a, if I take my example, so I'm very particular about the four area of my life. It means my health goal, it means my family goal, it means my work goal, it means my society related goal. So, four categories I have defined. So when I have defined my four categories, what I'm going to do with that, I will make every day my to-do list, whether I am touching this four corner or not. Am I taking care of my health or not? Am I spending some quality time with my family or not? Am I adding some value in my workplace or not? It means my planner is well defined. So here you could see that identify your task of every day. That's very important. And whenever you are doing any task or any planner we have done, sometimes what we will do, we will plan so many things. Ki, I will do this, I will do this, 20, 30 list we will do. And end of the year, we will think that I did not do anything this year also. I had a plan to visit such places. I was having a plan to spend some quality time with my family. I was having some plan to just get some achievement in my workplace. I was having a plan to save such a good amount of money, but I could not do it. The reason was we did not set a realistic goal. So when you are making the plan, that plan is really or it's matching with a realistic goal or not. Supposed to be, if for a health, if you're working as a teacher, you feel that when you are taking the classes for the 6 hours, you're completely tired. When you are tired, it means what? You're not taking care of your health, you're not giving such some amount of attention to your health. For that, every day, are you taking a proper meal? Are you just doing little bit exercise or not? So that's all the planner you have to just make it, because you cannot do the effective work till the time you don't take care of your health also. So it means your planner also should interconnect it with each other. So that's the reason it's very important for us, whatever the goal we make, it's a realistic goal or not. Because suddenly in one day we cannot lose our 5 kg weight and all. It means a continuous process. How much time you are spending for the health, what you are eating, how are you thinking, are you calming yourself and all these things are interconnected with your mindset. So that's the reason it's very, very important. Whatever the goal you are making, that should be the realistic goal. And there also, whatever the goal you have make it, that you need to always check it with your to-do list. If Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 7 days of plan should be in there your hand. There's a reason when we used to do even our B.Ed and all, even to the students also we will be guiding. Did you make your weekly plan? So same way for our life also, whether for the workplace, whether for the family life, do we have our weekly plan? Do I have my monthly plan? And what are the urgency in my work? That also we need to just check it. Then only we can just understand whether I'm utilizing my time or not, or otherwise it's a waste of one of the year. Because here we have to identify, you only wanted to call yourself as a teacher. Like suppose we have seen there the many teachers up to 70 years, they work wonderfully, but somewhere in their corner it will be a pinch of pain. I did so well, I was a wonderful teacher, but why did not I become a principal? Why did not I just achieve some good opportunity or not? So it means somewhere something is lagging in our planning, where you need to set a goal to achieve what you wanted to achieve in your life. So this is very important, these two things in our time management. Then we will shift to the other points. Here the time blocking, it's we all know that, as I just discussed, multitasking. For me, we have heard and we have read so many books where earlier the people used to say that if we will go with if we are involved in many work, then we are doing something great. But nowadays is a proven fact that your brain also won't support for that if you are engaged in many work. So as I said, Monday is what your special work, Tuesday, what you wanted to do. Wednesday, what you wanted to do. Supposed to be as a subject teacher or otherwise as an educator, obviously we have to go for the teaching. But then also how well defined in your teaching. Monday then might be you all we all generally do in our class also. Monday supposed to be you have given lesson explanation. Tuesday you went with the smart board. Wednesday you went with the questionnaire. The Thursday you went with assessment and all. It means what? Different time blocking you have done while you're teaching. The same way here we have to identify that, did you block your time or not? Are you doing the multitasking? Or if you here as a teacher, as an educator, as a parent and as a student, we need to identify that if I'm doing the five work, supposed to be you have in this week five work to be done, can you do that 100% successfully, or you will focus only in one work, and end of the week you could see that yes, somehow I have achieved. Because if you are trying to do so many things, what will happen? You cannot get the result properly. So that's the reason time blocking is very important, that what type of work it's more important for you, and in that time if some disturbance is there, how to just remove that disturbance also is very, very, very important. And limit meetings, it's very, very important. We have to, as an educator, which I always believe, that we have seen that sometimes lot of meetings which is not useful for us, but that also is the part of the life. Many leaders also we have seen that, might be as a teachers, I think many of the teachers will agree for that, you will feel that unnecessary meetings are there. Yes, I do agree that so many meetings also not needed now. Because if meetings are not useful for you, then is it really useful for you for your effective time management? No, it's not at all. So here you need to limit your meeting. If the 1 hour of the meeting is there, the next meeting whenever you are going, so you just showcase your work. This was a work given by you all, and this is the outcome of that. So limit meetings is very important. Otherwise what will happen, continuously taking the meeting and all, it's not effective for our time management planning. So that's the reason, as a leader, as a parent, whether as a student and teacher, we need to identify what type of meeting and what type of meeting agenda is really useful for us. And sometimes it's very good if you are very open to discuss also, like supposed to be, if you are a teacher, you feel that your leader or your educator or your principal and anyone is unnecessarily just continuously keeping the meeting, it's not useful for you. So here you can just show the outcome, that how much meeting time it should be there. Because if you don't limit yourself, what will happen? End of the day, you will feel that waste of your time, you will feel very exhausted and all, so it's not useful for any one of us. So here time blocking cannot be done till the time you don't understand what type of important meetings are important for you and what type of agenda you have to follow in your life. So that's very very important to just figure out. Then after that, here is very very important, it's a delegate task. See, suppose even any one of us, if you I feel that it's very important as a colleague, whether as a leader, if you wanted to do all the work by yourself, can you do the justice with that? No, we cannot. So very smartly you have to identify with your colleagues, with the people around you. Like someone, obviously, like we used to say that these five fingers are not same, okay, because every finger is having their own duty and responsibility. The same way, if you feel that I'm good at this and my other colleague is good at other work, so what you are supposed to do, you need to delegate some task to the other people. So what will happen togetherly as a team, if you all work, so what will happen, the more outcome will come and you will feel sometimes very relaxed. Okay, unnecessarily I was involved in the 5 6 work which was not useful for you. Instead of that, you should just identify what are the 3 4 works and what are the spatial work which you can identify well. That's very very important for you. And so very important for us also to just understand how to use the technology. Like supposed to be here, you could see that class Sati, like this is a wonderful technology app. Might be, I don't know how many of you are aware about that. Like if you take the example of the class, if you go in the class and give a good a very class to the students by showing the videos, by involving in lot of debate and all, but how you will identify that child really understood or not? Like suppose you will take the example of the Classity, that's an app and that's a very wonderful program, where it's like a have, I think you all have watched the program Kaun Banega Crorepati. When it comes, it's all about obviously academics related only. Kaun Banega Crorepati is not something which is funny kind of thing. This means where the child, and where when we are watching that, we are learning so many things. So like same way, when you are coming in the class and you think that when you are taking with it as a science teacher, math teacher, English teacher, any teacher, how much you can identify that how many students have understood the concept and all. Like the suppose we the example of Class City, that is one of the very good technology which if we, like in our school which we are implementing and all, it's making a teacher's job very easy. So like suppose a teacher has taught a few chapter, that kind of Kaun Banega Karupati kind of scenario will be there. Every child will be having a remote in their hand, and the teacher has asked a question and they will be just using that buzzer which answer is correct. And end of the session, the teacher will understand how many students did not give the answer. It means what, she could identify that, okay, if these I taught this chapter and I was thinking that I was doing so well, but then also these many students did not answer. So what the teacher will do again, now again she will be teaching, and again she will understand what are the concept the child did not give the proper answer. Sometimes we will see that if, many of the students, the brilliant students only did not give the answer, and the students to whom we thought that they are not up to the mark, they have given the answer. It means concept clarity was not there. So here to using the technology tools are very very important for the 21st century teachers, like the kind of Class Sati and technology and all, there are so many. So here how we are using the tools, that's very important part of the 21st century teachers and for any educator to implement in this generation. And if you will go in the class, any class, if you will use a blackboard, and instead of that, if you will use the smart board, where the child will take more interest. We all know that when the time we use a smart board, child will take more interest. Same way with us, if these days, if someone is giving any kind of speech to us and saying something directly, are we taking the interest? And if you'll say listen the same thing with the help of YouTube or any Insta and all, why are we there? Because we are enjoying the technology. So we cannot deny that technology is a very very important part of our life nowadays, and these 21st century students, they need the technology tools more and more. Now we will go to the next point. This is very important for all the wonderful teachers, and even I used to say to every one of you, take a regular break. Because for whatever the work we are doing, suppose we continuously, if you are taking the class for the 2 hours, for the 3 hours, do you feel that can you do the justice with the effective teaching? We cannot do it. Till the time you won't take the break, you won't feel that again you got the energy back. So it's very important to take the short break whenever you are feeling exhausted and all. That's a very important part of your time management. The same way when you are planning your routine morning to evening, you cannot work for the 2 hours. In every 1 hour, have you defined your time at least for the 5 to 10 minutes of break? Did you sit in the place where you have drank the water peacefully? Did you take the proper conscious breath? Did you eat something good for you which has given you a good mood to just rethink and all? So that's a very very important for you to just identify these things, what making you more happy when you are taking the break. That's very important. And after that, reflect and adjust. This is very important for the management strategy, where you have to always adjust with your plan. Sometime might be you have planned to just go in a certain way, but you might be thinking that this kind of strategy is not working for me. Then what you are supposed to do, as a critical thinker, again you change your plan and just try to do in such a strategy which is useful for you. So it means assessment of your own work by reflecting and by adjusting is very 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 important. Then the next is, as we have discussed, create a schedule. That is very 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 important. You should must have a planner. When I'm talking about the planner, please make sure that how your planner also is. It's not only about monthly plan, quarterly plan, yearly plan, and even your day planner. I'll have lot of, you could see that any person, if they are somehow successful and they are very peaceful with themselves, they are very expert in their planning. And when we are talking about the planning, it should be always written. It means your daily planner, how like supposed to be for this 2024, how many goals you have made. If for obviously, as we when we have started the session, what I said, you should at least minimum four types of goal you have to make. Obviously your health goal, your mind related goal, your spiritual goal, and your work related goal. So how you have just made it that? So it means in that also you need to go in a little bit minute level. If we are talking about the mindset, so mindset means what, how many skills you have learned this year, what are the practice you are doing where your mind should be calm and you should feel that yes, this year is very fruitful for me. What about your family? With the family, how you are spending the time? So it means lot of goals has to be made by you. For that, how you have made your planner. Like obviously Monday to Sunday you cannot spend some quality time with your family. So which are the days and what are the timings when you are spending time with your child, or whether as a student also, what are your timing where you are spending your quality time with your parents? So it means till the time you don't block your day and time with the proper planning, you cannot achieve end of the year the success. So that's very very important for you to keep a proper planner. And these days is a very good, as we all are the 21st century teachers and educators and parents. So here is a very good that we have the digital calendar also. No need for you to just carry pen and book. If you feel that in the phone also will have lot of apps, so just go with those, have the access of those app and all, and just keep some reminder and all. With the alarm and all only you will get, suppose if for my phone, every 1 hour I'll get one alarm for 2 minutes take breathe. So every 2 minutes In an hour, I take a proper conscious breath, and that time I'll have a plenty of one glass of water. So that alarm I have kept, because I feel that when whole day I'm completely occupied, at least I should take conscious breath. The same way you need to identify what about your planner. Have you made a plan? And if you have made the plan, how it's working out. So it's very, very important for you to just break down, complete your larger project into the smaller. Because if we have heard also a lot of I think might be you have read so many books, Japanese technique also, where it has been taught in a very detailed way that anyone cannot achieve a big goal till the time the person is not working on small goal. So what about your small goal? Are you just achieving every day? What if you have written the 5 tasks for the day to do? Did you complete even the 2 or 3 tasks? If you did not complete your 2 3 tasks, what was the reason behind that? So here you have to reflect every day, every week, every month, what is your achievement. So as I said, January month is almost over. Now you just reflect. When you started this year, you might be have thought that this Jan month I will do these many tasks. So did you complete that task or not? If not, so where did you block yourself? What are the area and who has blocked you? No one will block except we. If we did not given the priority how to define, till the time we cannot achieve it. So it's very, very important to use a planner. It's a very effective way to work on time management, and be very sure that every day you have to reflect on your planning, what is your achievement of the day. That's very, very important. Then this is very important. Here I'll anyhow we all aware about that. These days everything is distractions. Lot of social media we are using, Insta, Facebook, WhatsApp, everywhere. If you are doing something, suddenly you will get some call and all. From my side, I'll give a very good tips which I use frequently and I love to use. We have in our phone, there is a tool, airplane mode. Try whenever you are doing some important work, please do that, and you will see that how much you will feel very peaceful. For few days you will feel very I should do or not, might be I'll get a call and or nothing will happen. Trust me, if we are here in this planet, if we are not also, nothing is going to stop on this planet. Things will move on. But if you are here on this planet, are you using your time properly or not? That's a very important. So please, whenever you are doing some important task, important work, use such kind of smart tricks. If you feel that you cannot keep in airplane mode, at least keep in silent mode, or switch off your phone. Something can be done, but you just avoid your distraction. And so very, very important here, you could see here the technique of Pomodoro. Have you heard about that? What is a wonderful technique. In that, what happens, many successful people generally they do, they will work for the 1 hour supposed to be, or 30 minutes, and after that they will take break. If supposed to be, I do for the 30 minutes I do work, after that 10 minutes of break I'll take, and that 10 minutes is mine. I'll go for the round, I'll just whatever I feel that is very peaceful for me, I will do. This technique is really very useful, which calms your mind, and it's really somehow will trigger you to think more. The time you took the break, here you have given importance to yourself and to your brain, and your brain also got to somehow relax. And again, when you are going back to your work, now you could feel that yes, you can do more work. You won't be feeling like a burnout. If continuously someone is sitting in one posture and doing the work for the 3 4 hours, that person will feel end of the day completely exhausted. And you might be have seen the few of the people morning to evening, they are just keep on they are talking, keep on they are doing the work, and you will feel how much energy that person is. Nothing, that person also is having the same energy, only they are using the technique. And one of the technique is called Pomodoro technique. You also use in your life, and especially as a teacher, when you are taking 40 minutes of class, at least try to take after 40 minutes 5 minutes of break, till the time you went from one class to another class. Take conscious breath, take deep breath, drink one glass of water, which I have seen that many of the teachers and all, we, and as a mother and also I have seen that we will neglect our health. We don't focus on taking a conscious breath and just drinking a plenty of water. So that's very very important. In a day you have to just take a proper break of every 1 hour, at least 5 to 10 minutes. It will really will make you more focused and more energetic. And after that, this as I said also, writing is one of the best thing. See, in this world, if we have heard, if we, whatever the story we listen, whatever the non-fiction book also we will read and all, I don't want to name any book here. So if you will read any books, one tips has been given by everyone: you should write must. It means writing is one of the best techniques which you can adapt in your life. It will really will take you to the next level. So develop that habit of just writing your strategy. What is your strategy? Because the time you will write, you will start reviewing. The time you review your work, that time only you will start organizing your work. So that's very very important for you, just having effective note taking. So whenever, suppose you will write, now when I'm taking also the session, wherever you go, are you writing or not? That's very 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 important to just make a note of that. Generally here we think that we have listened, but the time you listen, after 1 hour, if you will try to write down, you will find that hardly 5 to 6 points only you can just write down. But the time I have taken the session, if few of the people might be are writing, you could see that might be 4 or 5 pages you have failed. That is the importance of making the note. So that's the reason, making note is one of the best thing which any one of us can do. That's very 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 important. And thing, seek help early. What do you mean by that? It's no need for me to just describe that. It's very very important for us to just take the help. Take the help of whom? Sometimes you feel in your life, whether as a teacher, whether as a student, or any one of us, we cannot do the things till the time we don't have the good mentor in our life. We don't have the person who, if we don't have any person in life, ca- can you define yourself that you can achieve some growth and some success in your life? No. They are the many people, if you will understand their lifestyle, at least 1 hour they'll try to listen someone. They'll try to just listen to the expert and all. They will take the help of some expert. The reason behind of that, we can't if you won't engage in the learning process, you cannot do anything in your life. So that's the reason it's very very important for us to take the help. Any type of help it can be. Sometime it might be your teacher for you, sometime might be your friend, it will be sometime might be your friend, it will be sometime anyone. But when you are into the difficulties, you should must seek the help. Same thing we have to guide our child also. Same thing we have to guide to anyone who is around you. To anything happens in our life, whether for me also, if I feel that sometime I'm into the problem and all, I won't wait. I'll just as soon as possible. For me, whoever is for me expert, it doesn't mean that person should be the scholar. Sometime any one of your family friend or any good teacher around you, you should just go and you should just ask, this is a problem I am facing and what is the solution for that. That's very important. The reason behind of that, if you wanted to get the success as a thriving teacher, as a thriving parent, and any one of us, we have to identify our time cannot be blocked. Our time cannot be fruitful for us till the time we won't discuss about our difficulties. So it's very very important for us to identify that also. It's very important.